Hello, everyone. Welcome to A Dash of Colors. I'm your host, Amy, and I'm here to explore the beautiful part of self improvement and personal growth with you. Today, we're diving into a deeply human experience, which is coping with loss and grief. Loss is inevitable part of life, whether it is a loss of a loved one, a job, a relationship, or a dream. Grief, on the other hand, in all its complexity, is a natural response to these losses. And it's important to remember that it's okay to grieve, it's okay to seek help and support during these challenging times. Why is it crucial to discuss coping with loss and grief? Loss is a part of everybody's life, whether we experience loss on a larger scale or on a smaller scale. Some of us have lost things, we've lost people. So, loss represents different things to different people. So that's why I believe it is important to talk about it. I believe that loss is a universal experience that touches every one of us at some point in life. I also believe that understanding grief helps us to navigate it more effectively. So, coping with grief can lead to great personal development and growth. So, but how can we cope with loss and grief in a healthy way? Let's talk about some practical strategies that we could use. One, allow yourself to grieve. I feel like this is one thing that I deprived myself as someone that lost a lot of my life, my dreams, my entire existence. Actually, I feel like I lost that as well in 2020. So, and one of the things that I did was to lie to myself that I was fine, even when I was struggling. I tried so hard to keep the fact that I was grieving away from every other person. I was still the strong sister, doing the job, doing everything, still putting myself out there and all of that, when something was broken inside of me. And it's very important that we remember that grief has no timeline, or neither did anybody write or make a rule book for it. So someone cannot tell you that you're expected to grieve for a period of 1 year, 6 months, 3 months, and then you should be fine after that. Because people process grief in a different way. So the duration to which people have to grieve is different for every individual. So it is important to give yourself the permission to feel the emotions that arise from all the loss that you've experienced. Another thing is to seek support. See, you cannot do it all by yourself. You cannot do it all by yourself. If you're feeling overwhelmed because of something that you've lost, you should learn to lean on friends, family, or even a therapist for support. Talking about your feelings can help you deal with them better. Okay? So another thing you could do is, I'm a fan of journaling. So yes, create a grief journal. Write about your thoughts, your emotions. Journals can help you process your feelings and can provide clarity for you as well. And as always, I've always said, practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself during this challenging time, trying to deal with grief and loss. You have to treat yourself as you would treat a dear friend in pain. I always say that extend the same grace you would extend to a friend, to yourself. Then find meaning in loss. Now, when I got defrauded. At first, it didn't make any sense to me. Why I would? Because I took so many preventive measures. But what I realized was that I wasn't just ready to handle that amount of money. And that was why it was so easy to slip through my fingers. So you have to sometimes find the purpose or meaning in your grief that can provide comfort and help you heal. Okay? To provide a deeper perspective on this topic, I wanted to make a reference to the fact that I've lost a lot of things in my life in the past. There were times when fire destroyed everything that I had. I was depressed, worried about how I was supposed to get money to buy new clothes, shoes, and all of that. But these days, I can barely remember there was a time in my life that I lost everything that I had. So, it's very important for you to remember that coping with loss and grief is a process. It will take time. Okay, so it's okay to take your time and it's okay to seek for help. Now, you need to remember that the reality that you will grieve forever is a constant, right? How do I explain this? Have it in mind that grief could last forever. Some people, it might not be as intense as it used to be at the beginning, but then it would always come, it would always happen, it might always come once in a while. But the most important thing is that you allow yourself to feel it and provide yourself the grace to deal with it better. Okay, so it's okay to learn to live with grief. It's okay to give yourself some time to heal and to rebuild yourself. Okay, so that's all for today's episode of A Dash of Colors. Join me today. Did I just say today? Join me tomorrow as we continue our 30-day self-help challenge with another engaging topic. Until then, remember that your grief is a testament to the love you've shared and the memories you cherish. So stay positive, stay resilient, and keep growing. Do not forget to subscribe to the podcast and turn on your notification. And I'll see you same time tomorrow.